communal versus individualized culture. Now, my father was in the Army, and so he truly believed in that hard work military discipline. And he also believed that it was a success in any field. If you say rehearsal begins at 7 o'clock, Western trained musicians will arrive early, set up, warm up, and be ready to get to work when the clock strikes 7 o'clock exactly. One of the things that always bothered me, it bothered me so much, about working with many musicians, mostly African American, but not all, was getting them anywhere on time. They were some of the most talented, fun, exciting people in the whole world. But I could never get them anywhere on time. As a scholar, I continued to ask the question, why? Was it because they were lazy and irresponsible? Not quite. Because once they were present, they worked hard. They got a lot done, and it always sounded wonderful. A traditional black church advertises that service begins at 11 o'clock a.m. We, meaning my family, would arrive a few minutes early, but things may not get started until 12 noon and go until 3 o'clock way in the afternoon. On many occasions, the music was so outstanding that the Spirit would completely take over the entire congregation. Why? What caused this to happen? I didn't see it happening in predominantly white churches. Well, let me share with you what I learned. We will refer back to this concept throughout the course. And if you look down in the text underneath, you'll see where it says communal versus individualized culture. So it goes like this. Different cultures embody norms and values, thoughts or ideas that they consider to be important. Values and norms play a central role in determining if a culture is behaviorally individualistic or collectivistic. I gotta say that right. In business as well as in the music world, it's important to understand how these norms and values have a direct influence in behavior, the communication process, and one's approach to creating or performing artistic expression, which in this case is music. Review the chart at the end of chapter 4 in your text and notice some of the commonalities and differences between an individualistic and a collectivistic behavioral societies and how they impact interaction and communication messages. An individualistic society depends upon the values of freedom, independence, self-actualization. For you Star Trek fans, that is, the needs of the few outweigh the needs of the many, while a collectivistic society depends on group harmony and consensus. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. The values in each society play an intricate role in conducting business, developing communication styles, and determining their approach to creativity and art targeted at each specific audience. The world of African American music continues to struggle during its evolution and has strongly influenced those of our cultural differences. Consider the chart that's in the text and try to better understand how creating and sharing African American music may be different than that of European originated music art forms.